when you grow up, you go to middle school, you go to public school, wherever it is, people will clown you if you wear the wrong things, you know? That's just how it is, like teasing. So early on, it just kind of clicked that I had to be fly. I had to dress well, you know, I had to look. If I knew how to, I would. It wasn't always a focus, but I think my mom also instilled that in me. Like she would, you know, when she started picking out fits, she was clean with it. So I was naturally just born into like a little stylish, you know. She wasn't into fashion or anything like that, but she has an eye for it. That's like, it comes naturally, you know, like that's what I've noticed at least. Like people could go to school for it, but if you don't have the natural eye for it, you could tell. Burberry Golf. Come on. I've never even seen Burberry Golf. Is this real? I started out probably like altering clothes because you know, I couldn't get the flyest designer and shit. Or, you know, I just would get something from the thrift store and I would want to change it, you know, make it look cool, make it look hot. And I remember like in middle school, there was this wave of denim vests, you know, like customizing denim vests, you know, they just cut the sleeves off a jacket and putting patches on and studs, you know, bleaching it, doing whatever. And I don't know, ran with it. I sold a couple of those and I remember painting on sneakers, starting out. Just going on YouTube, you know, seeing what was going on and being interested, that really piqued my interest. You know, just making it your own. You know, making it, like, putting your own flavor on it, putting your own style. It's unique. Right or wrong, payback is a dog. It's hard to hide how I feel inside. Hold on to love, let its light be your guide. In peace, let us trust. I forget what song that is. Some lyrics, though. This is early, boy. These are like those iron-on print, like you print it out on your printer and then you iron these onto your, whatever. And I would use like spray paint to get this tie-dye effect. It's pretty cool, I like it. I might bring this back. This is one of the first ones I made like in a print shop, like in a vinyl store, like learning, you know, the process, like a reflective 3M. I just remember that feeling, bro, of like making something and it coming out how you wanted it. And that is what I'm chasing, you know, that feeling of, it's like ecstasy almost, like pure bliss. Like I felt so good. Like no substance can bring me back to that. It's creating that brings me back to that. Every time I make something, I feel a little bit like that, you know. A lot of people stick to a certain uniform, like what's cool, what's trendy, what's hot, but there definitely is that group of people that want to stand out, want to have the piece that's theirs, you know. And now I see like with the market, it almost seems like people are trying to go away from fast fashion. You know, like slowly you see more of these one-of-one people, you know, they're crafting their own things, you know. It's going back to like the old school ways where you would have a leather man in your town and you would go to him for the jacket or your gloves or whatever. And it's cool. You see some young cobblers, you know, making their own shoes and stuff like that. All this like handcrafting, I think is good for the environment, you know, like with fast fashion, you know, big brands, corporations like H&M and Forever 21, whatever's in the mall, they're just cranking out work, whatever's not work. Whatever doesn't sell on the sale rack, they're going to throw away. You know, like it's just trash. And I mean, there's a lot of problems in the world, right? But, you know, whatever you can do to help is good. The Pink Floyd blanket into the pants. Come on. This shit was just fun to make, bro. It's fun, man. This is more recent. You know, recycling old jeans. I didn't really have a template or pattern. I just winged it. Put the zipper on there. This isn't even a bag zipper. This is like a coat zipper. So it's not one. I mean, damn, it looks all right for a first try. You know? Yeah. Put some books in there. People will pay the most for what they can't buy. Ooh, that's deep. Bought this stuff from a reseller in Vegas. Shout out to Lenny. Some silk shirt, bro. Look at that shit. That's fire. it's a small, you know, it's just where I'm starting out, you know, and I see something in the future where there's a whole, like, huge communities filled with these types of people where they're recycling, you know, reusing, refurbishing. You don't have to create a new hoodie. There's already hoodies out there. I understand you want to just print on a blank and then sell it, but what's that really doing other than putting a little money in your pocket? You know, maybe it could go to a good cause and all that, but I think recycling using what we have is a good starting point. It helps out, you know. The lack of opportunities out here, big to me, I think. Like, a lot of people you hear that, oh, I'm gonna get big, or I'm gonna go move to New York, I'm gonna do this and that, and move to LA, because they think that that's where the opportunities are. But the lack of opportunities here is there's an opportunity, you know, like you could use that, you can flip it, like it's missing something, and you could bring that, but you think you have to go somewhere to fulfill whatever goal it is you have. But my goal is to stay in my community, help build it up while I'm building myself up. I think that's key, you know, like you don't have to leave to do something. Baltimore is raw. I love that. And then you can drive 20 minutes into the county and people are riding horses in the street. It's so interesting to me, you know? It's awesome. I like it. I really do like being in this environment. I used to hate it too, you know, not hate it, but I disliked it because, you know, there's not much to do for a young creative, but that's slowly changing. That's changing definitely. Like there is no hub at the moment. It's all, everyone's scattered. There's no like guidance almost. And you could go to school, Micah. There's nice schools out here, but I don't know, how's someone gonna teach you to be creative? I just want to create more opportunities, you know, so that people don't feel like they have to leave this area. Stays quick.
All right. What you making?
Doing panels on this pillows. A custom for Max. You can draw inspiration from literally a rock. Like if it's sitting in the right light and you just see the shadows being cast in a certain way, like literally anything can give you inspiration, I feel. Now, everything's an opportunity. It's just what you do with it, how you use it, you know. I hate that word, like opportunist. Like everyone's an opportunist. Everyone's trying to do something, right? Like I heard this yesterday, like opportunist is just another word for networking. Why wouldn't you want to put two people together if you can make some good project come from it, you know? Two resources, whatever it is, like connecting the dots. In this day and age, everything's rushed, you know, there's always this pressure, like do better, do bigger, you know, do more work, like work harder. That will burn you out, you know, thinking that you're not doing enough. Like not even acknowledging the little accomplishments that you make. Like, staying productive is just, all you have is each day. That's what I feel. I was just talking to two people, separate occasions, but the same conversation. Talking about why do we feel guaranteed like we're gonna spend next Christmas, like we're gonna be with our family next year, or we can celebrate the next birthday. There is no guarantee of that, you know, like acknowledge the little accomplishments, man. Like I'm still trying to figure it out, right? But I think I'm getting a little bit, you know, it's all experience and I'm all taking it in as a lesson. Every loss is a lesson. And then if you look at it like that, you can't lose. You realize like there's no thing as failing. You might mess up, but I don't even get what failing is. You tried it. That's the experience. It's just an experience, bro. Just do your best, right? Surrounding yourself like with the like-minded people, you know, having better conversations, and I don't know, I'm just growing, I think. remove yourself from that environment if you think it's toxic. Like, don't try to change the environment. That's a huge job, bro. Like, that's huge, and you can't do that by yourself. And if you try, you're gonna go through some hardship. But start with yourself, man. Like, and if it's not like the city it's in, it's the circles that you're in. It's like who you're surrounded by. Like, if it's your work environment is toxic, leave that job. Find something else, like where you feel passionate about, and then you can go to work happy. You don't hate waking up on Monday, you know? It's a weird time, bro. Like, I don't like how separated we are, you know? Like, and that's certain communities. I know other communities are well knit together, but what I've seen and what I've realized growing up in the county, Baltimore County, some neighbors don't even say hi to each other when they go out to work in the morning. You know, you can't ask your neighbor for help. That's crazy. Like, you live next to them. You know, we have all these tools of communicating with each other, but we're still having trouble actually communicating. Like, true intentions, true ideas, what you're really feeling. Dang. Let me go over that again. This world is crazy, man. Consumerism, the whole market, selling things to people, and there's too many selfish people out there. It makes me it's exhausting. Especially when you talk to them, like, you have conversations with them and all this, like, me. Bro, you got it good. Comparison is the thief of joy. Like, I kind of want to get away from all that. Like, you could get 5 years from now, you'll be a completely different person, you know, and that goal could be different. You know, you never know. But what I see for myself, just designing, creating, I just want to help people, really. Giving back, like, I feel like I already have everything I need. Like, I've lived such a good life, bro, already. So everything else is an extra. Like, really.